switch you all up.
Stay off the bike path. Cross over, but don't stand in it.
What's that?
There's a bike coming. We saw it.
Okay, everybody off the road onto the bike path. There's a car coming back and forth.
So guys on bus one, how's it like being driven around by John Stewart?
That's what we said.
Good morning, everybody. Today we are here at the location of the temporary cemetery of Black Watch and Maisy soldiers that were people from the, mainly for the 5th Canadian Infantry Brigade. It was our temporary cemetery, and then they got moved to the Holten Cemetery. Be careful for the biking path. See, I learned. So we'll take a few moments to remember our fallen. So I will now ask Daniel Zumaker to read the Act of Remembrance, l'acte du souvenir.
Ils ne vieilliront pas comme nous qui leur avons survécu, ils ne connaîtront jamais l'outrage ni le poids des années. Quand viendra l'heure du crépuscule et celle de l'aurore, nous nous souviendrons d'eux, nous nous souviendrons d'eux.
I'll ask Stephanie McKnight to share with us the Act of Remembrance.
They shall not grow old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember.
We will remember them. This concludes our ceremony. You can come forward and read the history of that the place here, and be careful with the bike path.
Watch traffic, folks. I know, really.
Nice.
It's the house here, so you can have a look here at the house. It's still there. Yes. Oh, yeah. House. Nothing changed. You can see it here. So the whole garden was full. So 40 of them were buried here.
Hold that up right here.
Yeah, sure. So nothing changed.
Yeah.
You see?
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So you can see here all the garden, 40 of them were buried temporary here before they were brought over to Holten, to the cemetery. Yes, but you also had the field graves, because the 13 of the Black Watch had field grave all along where the road we are going now. So and near the Rosweg, that was the place where Ralph Piercy got killed.
Yeah, and we will visit now. We're going to Christian. Christian has on his farm a collection. He did a lot of, with his metal detector, searching in the surroundings. So we'll we have a look now and go there too. But this is, you can see the house, it didn't change. Yeah.
You can use some of these posts. How do you do that? Oh, just that's fine. It's okay for using.
I was wondering what radio.
When you do that, are you just do the site of the tree? Or you know by people that people are fighting here? This one is from the ground, actually. And some other things that you found in the shooting farm. This will not fit in this now. I have no idea. Size 10,
Canadian goose? Yeah. Found on the ground 100 meters that way.
He still has 10 years. There wasn't a foot still in it or anything?
No.
Hopefully it was removed and the guy, because they gave his leg.
The story is there was a lot of war stuff around the farm. Okay. And after the war they found what?
Never to a young man.
We have one of our members who has a birthday today. So I'll play the tune and then you figure out who it is.
But my English is not good enough.
Okay, so who are you? Like, what's your name? And can you explain something? Yeah. Can you explain why the rubber on that Bren carrier wheel is no longer there?
I will try. My name is Hans Vergink. I live in Almen.
Yeah.
And when I was building a new shed behind my house, we found the carrier wheel, but all the rubber is cut off. And the citizens here in the neighborhood used it to put on the rims of their bicycle.
So
they had rubber on.
So it's a patch to keep the tires going.
Yeah.
Okay.
And instead of the tires were gone.
Okay.
We couldn't get new ones here, and they used the rubber from the Allied.
From the leftover wheel.
Yeah, leftover wheels.
I see.
They cut it off. And made it on the bike.
There's a little bit of a track from a Bren carrier dug up around the area.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your story.
Hope to see you all again.
So that's the Sherman.
That's the Sherman. It was shot on the Oude Kapelweg, very nearby here. This house is standing still. There's someone living. We went there, so we will look. And we found this.
And you found that's from that tank.
That's from the tank. One piece of the track. But it's very heavy. It's just one. You can see the tank. Here is a hole.
Yeah, that's.
And the track was broken on this by this wheel, and we found it. You can see it must have been an explosion. It's very rude damage.
Yes.
And what happened to the tank?
Standing there for a few years. Some elderly people here nearby told us they were playing on the tank, and a few years later it's gone for scrap. But we found this one. It's from there.
Or Gary Bush made on it.
Could be.
Chicken, you see the chicken markets. And it was after the war he collected all the helmets, like 25. He had. He laid this on it, put it upside down.
I'm sorry, man.
No, that's good. I don't. Did you get to talk about it? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. But in general, I know a guy.
Signed Andy, that's okay. It works for me.
So Denise, can that work? Just shift down.
Which they go for?
20.
$30. Actually, similar to
Good morning, good afternoon. For those whom I have not had a chance, for those whom I've not had the chance to meet, my name is Sergeant Jeremy Wroblewski. I'm here representing with the current members of the Black Watch. Today, as part of our series of historical talks, we will be looking to early April in 1945 to talk about the Battle of Laren, this very city. Happening now a mere month before the very liberation we commemorated earlier this week, a few days ago. The Battle of Laren took place during the northern-bound advance through this region of the Netherlands. First from, and I'm going to butcher some of these, but first from Terborg through to Humlo, then Lochem, where we slept last night. Then the namesake of the talk, Laren, the city we're in, before continuing through to Holten and beyond in the following week. Our story starts in the late hours of April 4th in Hengelo, where the Calgary Highlanders, the Black Watch, and the Régiment de Maisonneuve have just occupied a bridgehead past the Twente Canal. I believe that's one of the bridges we crossed this morning. Twente, yeah.
It's the bridge we saw in the distance.
Yes. Oh, okay, yeah. On April 5th at 0100 hours, the battalion commanders received the new orders from brigade. The Maisonneuve is to expand the bridgehead northwards, the Calgary Highlanders to the east in Lochem, where we were, and the Black Watch, reinforced by a squadron of Fort Garry Horse, so Sherman's tanks, must pass through the Maisonneuve and capture Laren. While the Calgarys proceeded through to their objective without issue, the same could not be said for our two regiments represented here today. The Maisonneuve is not here today, but typically with traveling with a group. At 0745, the Black Watch departs with two companies in front in order to take the positions close behind the Maisonneuve, their starting line. But hardly on their way, the two forward units come under heavy hostile fire from snipers and anti-tank guns. The Maisonneuve was not there where the Black Watch had expected them to be, as they themselves had encountered the same resistance just a few hours prior. So once again, we fall into this pattern that Master Warrant Officer Fuller identified, where the Black Watch ends up having to fight for the starting line before carrying on with the attack in the same breath. In this case, though, initially the attack had to be abandoned. They had to withdraw and dig in because, the companies took heavy casualties, and in fact, where we were this morning, where we saw the metal detector gentleman, was the battalion headquarters, and the battalion staff itself took casualties, with the battalion commander himself having been hit and having to be replaced very quickly by one of the company commanders. Sorry. However, the replacement goes off without a hitch, and they start coming up with their next plan very quickly, with a key role for the artillery this time. A heavy barrage from light and medium guns. A heavy barrage from light and medium guns on Laren was to pave the way for the first two companies that were to enter the town. The attack was relaunched at 11:15, and at 1600 hours, the town was firmly in Canadian hands, and the retreated Germans had withdrawn somewhere in the woods beyond Laren. The arduous advance for these regiments would continue in the weeks to follow. However, our story today stops here in the now secured town of Laren. Though the fighting would continue to be difficult, like the ones we described today, we can take a small comfort in knowing the men of the Black Watch spent the next day recuperating here in a recently shelled pub, where they were shown movies and where they could mourn their 13 fellows of the regiment, but 14 through the attack, who died in the previous day's fighting. And it's weird, as I was preparing this talk, we hear a lot about, small battles, small engagements, but, when you're there, for those who died, for those who are wounded, or for those who fought, there are no small battles. But thank you for your attention. I don't think anyone else is speaking, but I'll allow you guys to return to your lunch. I'll return the mic to...
Honorary Colonel Bruce D. Bolton would like to make an announcement.
Yes, in your agendas it says $12.50 a head for this luncheon. That's being covered by the regiment. So enjoy.
Okay. You mind turning the bus off so they can hear the... Yes,
I'm just too lazy.
So, what is your name, sir?
Republican.
And are you from here?
Well, originally not. I'm from the northern part. The Canadians makes us free in 45. And at that time, the Canadian with the black watch came. I was there.
So you saw the original Black Watch?
I saw them come in. As the men who make us free.
Right.
Yeah.
What did they do? What did the Canadians do when you saw them?
Well, they make a yard on the Germans, and on the moment the Germans went away, the Canadian army with the pipers came in.
Like we're hearing behind us right now.
Like this. Like this. I saw them.
It might be the same melody.
I saw them come in.
Yeah.
And at that time I was, well, let's think. At that time I was 18 years. 40. That was in 45. Yeah. That was very emotional. Yeah.
So how?
That's the reason that I'm here, because I like this sound.
You like hearing the pipes?
Yeah. It's fabulous. It's fabulous.
Well, I think you're going to be in good company because they like people who like pipes.
Yes, I like them.
That's lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Have a good time.
Thank you. You too.
Pipes and drums! Halt!
Sergeant Major in the Black Watch.
Not to believe.
Yeah. We died.
Not to believe.
But that's very important for me to be here.
Yeah,
So,
Have a nice time here.
oh,
And he
very,
was saying, I was telling him that you're representing Hannah, and he saw the pipers come in here, the original.
Yeah, I
Well-
saw the original coming in our village.
fantastic.
It was in the northern part of the Netherlands, and it was the Black Watch.
Yeah. Oh,
on the
fantastic.
regiment.
Well, the fellow I'm playing, I'm the colonel of the regiment, but I'm playing a private piper today who taught me, well, one of my bagpipe teachers back in the 1960s. So it's we're passing the torch.
I hope that you are coming back following year too.
Yo, well, let's hope. Let's hope for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, fine.
Good
Have
to
a nice time.
Good to meet you.
Have a nice
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And then nice for you back to Canada.
Yeah. And
All
have,
of you.
and have a drink on us.
I have one question. The pipe band, were they wearing a kilt or were they wearing pants?
Nee, die were wearing a kilt.
They were wearing a kilt. Okay.
Burn the pants!
Here we go, ready?
Black Watch of Canada! By the center!
No, attention.
I knew that.
Pipes and drums on 10! Jack! Black Watch of Canada by the center! Quick! March!
these.
A warm welcome, everyone, with a special welcome for the Black Watch and the Maisonneuve. Geachte aanwezigen.
Als je zo doet, dan gaat de muziek.
Ja, zullen we dat nu maar doen, hè? Ja. Oké. Kom maar, kom wel bij. Goed zo. Nog één keer voor oma. Oh, dat kan ook. Ja, maar.
Jesper, draai eens even om.
1, 2. 1, 2, daar gaat hij. Go. Yes. Mooi. Dat was het, hè?
Amsterdam, attention!
My home, Scotland the Brave, and Rowan Tree, all at the home. My home, Scotland the Brave, Rowan Tree, all at the home. Roll. Slow. Ah.
May I invite Lieutenant Colonel Francis Roy? Yes. Will you do the relief?
Salut. Hey. Salut. Hey. Bonjour.
Black Watch of Canada, by the center. Quick, march! Halt!
Dismiss here.
Pipes and drums, peace! Miss! Black Watch of Canada, by the center, quick, march!
ready. Order, colors. Stand at ease.
As the chairman of Laden in Oranje, I'm very pleased to welcome all of you. A special welcome to the Black Watch and Maisonneuve and the embassy delegates, Colonel Mark Lafortune, Defense Attaché, and Sergeant Nicole Mitchell, Assistant Defense Attaché at the Canadian Embassy, and of course our own Mayor Sebastiaan van het Erve. Naturally, I would like to welcome as well Drums and Pipes, the Color Party, Dirk aan Bronsvoort, all the children and parents from the elementary school, and of course everyone who's here at a special moment. I shall speech short and have to go back a little bit to the moment that we should have celebrated our liberation anniversary at 75 years, now 2 years ago. We would like to celebrate this anniversary big, but Corona did us decide otherwise. Now here, 3 years later, and we will remember the moment on April 5th and 6th, 1945. The freedom which we obtained through the Canadians 78 years ago is something that touches me personally, just as many people here present. To ponder freedom, how long do you do it? How often do you do it? And what moments? Moments like these are rare and honorable. Before I'm passing my baton to the next speaker, I would like a big applause for Marjan Zomer, Christian Harking, and Berry Swarthoff. They are the ones who make this all possible. And now I give the word to the next speaker, Mark Lafortune.
Goeiedag iedereen. Kan iedereen me goed horen? Ja? Goed. Luister, ik doe mijn toespraak in 2 talen. In Engels en in mijn basisschool Nederlands. Goed? Dus goedemiddag iedereen. Good afternoon everyone and thank you all for being here. Bedankt allemaal voor de vriendelijke uitnodiging. Ik ben blij om hier met jullie te zijn om deel te nemen aan deze ceremonie. Ik dank jullie ook voor de gelegenheid om een paar woorden te zeggen. We zijn hier om degenen te gedenken en te eren die alles hebben opgeofferd. We're here to commemorate and to honor all those who sacrificed everything. En ik ben vooral blij om alle leerlingen hier te zijn. As always, the Dutch include children in these remembrance ceremonies, and this helps to cement the duty to remember from generation to generation. Dit soort ceremonies heb ik door heel Nederland bijgewoond. Het is indrukwekkend om te zien. Jullie herinneren het beter dan wij. Het is zeker belangrijk om te herdenken in deze tijd, want helaas hebben we weer een oorlog in Europa. Herdenken is belangrijker dan ooit. Bij de bevrijding van Lochem brachten 2 regimenten grootoffers. Het Black Watch of Canada Royal Highland Regiment en le Régiment de Maisonneuve. De namen van de gevallen soldaten staan hier genoemd. Vertegenwoordigers van deze regimenten zijn vandaag hier aanwezig. And so a large group from the Black Watch of Canada Pipes and Drums and current serving members of the Black Watch and Le Régiment de Maisonneuve are here. Finally, on your remembrance visit, which has been a long time coming, during this visit you are honoring the troops who helped to liberate the Netherlands, and you commemorate those who are buried nearby. Today we honor members of the Black Watch and the Régiment de Maisonneuve who gave their lives to liberate this community, Lochem, which was liberated in early April 1945 after heavy fighting on the 4th, 5th, and 6th. 21 young men, all named here today, gave their lives. Those who are honored here were young, with lives left to live. Degenen die hier geëerd worden, waren jong, met nog levens te leven. Hier zijn een paar van hun verhaaltjes. Jean Got, 19 years old, born in Saskatchewan, but came from Montreal. He worked in the mines before he joined. His two brothers also served. He died in Lochem and was temporarily buried in an orchard, and later on buried nearby in Holten. James George Todd, 36 years old, from Paris, Ontario. He was wounded in France in 1944, but returned to the battlefield to take part in the liberation of the Netherlands. And on the 5th of April 1945, he died here in Lochem and is also buried in Holten. Amédée de Tourneau, 25 years old, born in Saint-Sabin, Quebec, but came from Whalen, Ontario, had 7 siblings. He was wounded in France, but returned to fight in the Battle of the Scheldt in 1944. On the night of April 4th, 1945, he died in the heavy battle fought here in Lochem. He is also buried in Holten. We are here to remember them all. We are in their debt, both then and now. Zoals ik al eerder zei, jullie herinneren het zich allemaal beter dan wij. Jullie geven allemaal de verhalen door van generatie op generatie. En hier is een perfect voorbeeld. Ik zou zeggen dat ik een betere Canadese ben door hier in Nederland te zijn. Dames en heren, jongens en meisjes, ik dank u allen voor uw tijd vandaag en voor de manier waarop u onze gevallen eert. I've said it before, I'm a better Canadian for being here and for seeing how well the Dutch remember and honor those who sacrificed. Dank u allen, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it moves me to be here today. Deze week stonden wij in Nederland natuurlijk stil bij 4 en 5 mei. The past week here in the Netherlands was our National Remembrance Day on the 4th and 5th of May. En nee, die lessen mogen we nooit vergeten. Those lessons should never be forgotten. Want zoals de kolonel net al zei, zoveel gaven hun leven, zodat wij hebben wat wij nu hebben. So many gave their lives so that we have what we have today. En ik ben er stil van. 2 weken geleden hadden wij een veteranendag. En een van de veteranen, die nu nog steeds actief dient, vertelde mij: burgemeester, u weet toch wel dat die oorlog in Europa maar 2 keer tanken weg is. 2 weeks ago, we had a meeting for veterans, and one of those veterans told me, Mayor, are you sure that you realize that this war in Europe is only 2 times filling up your gas tank away? Dat is hoe dicht de verschrikking en wanhoop van oorlog is. That is how close the despair and madness of war is. Opnieuw in Europa, hier en nu. Once again in Europe, here and now. Het was de kunstenaar Armando die sprak van een schuldig landschap. Hoe kun je ooit nog van een landschap genieten als het landschap zoveel verschrikkelijkheden heeft meegemaakt? It was the artist Armando who coined the phrase a guilty landscape. How can you ever appreciate a landscape if you know what it's seen in atrocities? En misschien geldt dat ook voor Laren. Ook hier is heel zwaar gevochten en zoveel gaan voor hun leven. 21 in Laren en misschien nog wel meer daaromheen. Maybe the concept of a guilty landscape applies to Laren as well, because of all the heavy fighting that's taken place and all those who left their lives here on the battlefield. Maar als we eerlijk kijken, ook naar een dag als vandaag, gaat het misschien om een ander landschap. Een dankbaar en standvastig landschap. Want dat is wat we waren en dat is wat we zijn. Maybe Laren has a different type of landscape as well. One of gratitude and steadfast. Because that's who we are and that's the message that we will pass on to our children. We are grateful and we are steadfast. Dames en heren, wij zijn dankbaar en standvastig. Dank u wel.
Nu klinkt zo eerst de last post. Jan Bronsvoort zal dit ten gehore brengen. Dan het lament en aansluitend is er een moment stilte. En dan klinkt de reveille.
Colorbody. Attention. Carry colors.
May I invite Safar and Fuhrer for the act of remembrance? Mag ik kapitein Anthony Safar en officer Piet Fuhrer uitnodigen? Zij laten u horen de akte van herinnering in het Frans en in het Engels.
Ils ne vieilliront pas comme nous qui leur avons survécu. Ils ne connaîtront jamais l'outrage ni le poids des années. Quand viendra l'heure du crépuscule et celle de l'aurore, nous nous souviendrons d'eux. Nous nous souviendrons d'eux.
They shall grow not old, as we who are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.
Bij deze is de ceremonie te einde. Special thank you for the Black Watch and the National Nurse for attending this ceremony. Then I give the word now to Lieutenant Colonel Francis Roy. En de mayor. Dan volgt nu de volkslieden, het Canadese volkslied aansluitend het Wilhelmus.
Blackwatch White Island Regiment of Canada in the Netherlands tour here in 2023 to celebrate with you the 75th anniversary, last 2 years, as the mayor mentioned. And the French Indigo Netherlands and Canada would like to present a plaque remembering this tour to Mr. Mayor. In support, incredible support from the city for the tourism and the city also wants to recognize the contribution of us being able to be here and celebrate with you. Brandon? Go ahead.
Want to present to you the city of Excellent. Excellent. Merci beaucoup. Super, super. Merci. Content que vous êtes arrivé finalement.
Marching continued. Attention! They're going.
back to races, like I was told. I didn't see that. Nobody told me to go on this way. I asked, they said back to the bus.
Scotland the Brave, Rowan Tree. time. Andy, you come on this side.
Andy, you stay right there.
He's right behind me. I'm going to go with Blue Bonnets, Into My Home, and then we'll halt after that. Blue Bonnets, Into My Home. Rolls! Quick! March! Water, find some from somebody that has some. Back in your position. Swap.
Head check! Black Watch of Canada, by the center. Quick march!
excuse me for only being able to speak English, but thank you for your hospitality. It has been a real pleasure to be in Holland for this week past, and we have another week to go before we have to go home. And I'm sure we'll all miss this opportunity. We have a little special presentation that we're going to do that we've only really done once before in public, and that's the presentation of what is called a pipe banner. And ironically, we're presenting it to ourselves. The story is, and I'm going to let our honorary colonel, who's also in our band today playing as a lance corporal, who will explain the significance of this banner presentation. And then we're going to affix the banner to my pipes, and then we're going to play a tune to seal the deal, as they say. So I'm going to ask Colonel Bolton to come forward, and whoever is holding the banner, hopefully in this room, yell out if you've got it.
We're here this afternoon to honor one of our colonels, the commanding officer in 1944. Stuart Stephen Tunful Cantley was born in 1908 and was part of the Square Mile in Montreal. He was the nephew of our famous Cantley, George Cantley, World War II commander of the battalion. In the famous battle, second only to the Canadian history, it was a disastrous battle. He, just before Verrier Ridge, on July 25th, 1944, in Saint-Martin, just south of Caen. He was moving up to see the battle area when he was killed by snipers. And he was killed at 5:30 in the morning. The regiment had lost 3 company commanders and their commanding officer. Command passed a 26-year-old Philip Griffin, who led 400 some odd soldiers up a hill. 400 went into battle, a little over 100 came back. This SST Cantley banner proves that he was a brilliant leader, never made it to his first battle, which tended to be a real disaster. So we present this in honor of Colonel Cantley, who was killed before his first battle in July 1944. Would you help me, sir? The regiment has about 50 of these banners. It is the only one that will have a black side on it.
Thank you very much. I'll just add, to add a little more to the tradition of pipe banners in our regiment. When this returns to Montreal, where our regimental armory is housed, this banner will be hung in the officers' mess on drones that look like this, but hung against the wall. And there's a whole string of them around the room in the officers' mess. They're held there as protection for them, as we protect also our regimental colors, which are housed in the same mess. So if there's a fire in that building in our regiment, the first thing that we're going to get are the regimental colors, and I can guarantee you the next thing that the pipe band is going to go get are the banners. Okay? Thank you very much for your time. We're going to leave you this afternoon with one more tune. It's a regimental march. It's actually our official regimental march past. It is called Title Latin. We will depart with that tune. And thank you very much. Let Danny and myself come through.
What pipe that flanks we got for you last? Just the way we keep it.
Black Watch of Canada, mark time for rules. Quick, march!
Thank you very much for your patience. A lot of changes happened since last night. Admirably. And you really covered up for my mistake on the quick slow march. So I appreciate that. I'm going to try that again one day, I think. Just stand them at ease, stand easy. I'll find out if we're done.
Punch the drums. Stand at easy. Stand easy.
Just give me 5 to find out if
He told me it has to be Harry Booth, who has the most contacts with Barry.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass.
It was really a pain in the ass, I heard. So I give it to you, Eric. There you go. It's a symbol of verbinding. Right? We're together. It's a connection, of course. And you take it with you, and I'm really honored to have you all here. Thank you very much for coming, and I hope to see you again. Er zullen er ook nog wat geschenken worden gedeeld door de schoolkinderen. The kids from the elementary school. Christian is going to arrange that. And oh, look at that. Wow. Okay. Give them all a big applause for the kids from the elementary school. Something to give. Very nice. You take it away? Yeah. She's going to give it to the people from Canada. Okay, thank you very much, Roosevelt. Thank you all very much. Shantiko will sing and pronounce some more songs. And I will give a special word to my own. Barry. First Barry. Yes, until ending. Here you go.
Thank you.
Tell a joke. No, not a joke today.
Let us go to tell.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's awesome. Thank you.
I want to say a few very kind words to all. Dear people of Lochem and all other guests, on this beautiful and special emotional occasion, we would like to thank a number of people who have ensured that this day has made an unforgettable impression. 2 special blacks that make it possible that we will never forget those who fought for our freedom. The initiative, solidarity and cooperation of a small country town has contributed to the fact that we must continue to realize how important peace is in the future. Never self-evident, but important for our future generations, that they also continue to remember and pass this on. We respect the Canadian military, and they are among the best in the world. The Black Watch and the regiment the Maisonneuves we honor today came from all walks of life. They share several fundamental qualities. They possess courage, pride, determination, and selflessness. Devotion to duty and integrity, all qualities necessary to serve a cause greater than themselves. Many of them did not ask to leave their homes, to fight on distant battlefields. Many did not even volunteer. They didn't go to war because they liked to fight. They were ordinary people who reacted extraordinary in extreme times. They stood up for the nation's call, because they wanted to protect a nation that was given to them, us, so much. We are proud that these flags will be unveiled today, and are made by people and children who are grateful that we will remember them. We must also continue to honor these valiant victims, and they have also made great sacrifices. We would therefore like to thank everyone very much for this. We would like to thank our mayor, Sebastian van der Erf. We want to thank Colonel La Fortune, the pipes and drums, first Battalion, the Black Watch of Canada, and the Maisonneuves. Ab en Emmy Koeslag from the Koeslag farm, Dirk-Jan Bronsvoort, Dirk and Marianne from the church here, the culture house employees, de boord, Laren en Oranje, Jeroen Keuben alleen al voor het geluid, het Chanticoor van Almen, RCL Banks nummer 5, the Liberation of the Netherlands, and also the school children. Jan Braakman, about his research and writing books of Laren in World War II. Hopefully we haven't forgotten anyone, but thank you so much again on behalf of Marian Koeslag, Christian Haneking and myself, Berry Swart. Thank you so much.
Okay.
There are some flowers from Roseline to stay healthy in the pain. They don't need water. That's a real nice gift. And then our First Lady. Maya, there you go.
Nee, ik dacht dat jij dit deed. Ja, dat weet ik.
We know we're so happy that you were here. En we waren erg bijzonder vereerd dat u de tijd hebt genomen om hier naartoe te komen. In 2020 hadden we reeds contact met hem, ook met Erik Boes. Hij heeft veel werk verricht met ons samen om hier naartoe te komen. Het was ook een fantastisch mooie dag die we hebben beleefd. Yeah, without you guys, we wouldn't have a day like this. So we have a little present for the regiment. And so, can you are you commanding officer? Where's the commanding officer? To the toilet? No, oh, no, he's there. Yes. Okay. For the regiment. Wow. We have a little black watch. The example was Jim Wilson. He was with the Black Watch Battalion. He was a sniper. And Lee Green from Nijverdal made this little statue. So this is a Jim Wilson, a black watch with a little child, and this is a regiment for remembering and for thankful that you were over here in Lochem. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, give them a big hand of applause.
I think it will get a nice place somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Where is Eric Booth?
Eric's behind you.
There he is.
Time for you to give some stuff.
Stuff.
We'll do berries later. We'll do berries later. Okay. For some people who tremendous hospitality and beautiful organization, Eric made a little coin. So I want to give to some of you. So the way that we give the coin is like this. Give me your hand.
Challenge coin.
Challenge coin.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
know.
sir. Okay.
Thank you very much.
And for you.
I know. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes.
You have already won,
I have
right?
already, yes.
Thank you very much. Okay. For the regiment and all the regimental family, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Come on. Really on. Okay, then the words are through. Chantico will sing 4 more songs. En Marjan, de last words.
Ik wil gewoon iedereen heel erg bedanken. Het is echt mooier dan mooi geweest. We hadden denk ik niet kunnen denken dat het zo fantastisch zou zijn. We hebben veel tijd aan besteed. Heel veel tijd. En ik denk dat iedereen weer een stuk lekkerder gaat slapen. En niet meer zoveel hoeft te denken. En ik dank jullie allemaal heel erg. En het was fantastisch.
Yes. Get your dog on the knot.
Mark Fam.
Okay, you have to put your name on the dot where you're from in
That's very sweet.
Yes.
Very, very sweet. Thank you. Very nice.